Good morning, and thank you for joining us for another conversation with the Bishop of Lafayette, Bishop Michael Jarrell. Bishop, thanks for being with us.
It's always good to be here.
The ordination of priests will take place on June the 5th at the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist in Lafayette. So, Bishop, what are your feelings about that?
It's a great feeling, as a matter of fact. This is one of our larger classes in a long time, and I think it will help us with our manpower shortage, which is still a challenge to me and to many others in the diocese.
So it'll make us better off in the future?
Well, not really when we consider the manpower, because over the past year, the diocese lost the services of 8 priests.
So what brought about these losses?
Well, we had one priest who died. Some of our priests from other countries, like India, have chosen to return home. We have had one retirement this past year, and several who are suffering from health issues and are not available at this time for assignment. They must take care of their health first.
Okay.
So just a variety of things.
Well, we're getting back to this year's ordination class.
Sure. And I'll take them in alphabetical order so as to not show favoritism. First is Corey Campo. Corey is from Lafayette and is attending the seminary at Catholic University of America. Kendall Falk, and I should say Kendall Falk is a permanent deacon who is in his 50s. Kendall is from Kaplan. He was ordained a permanent deacon some years ago, and perhaps 4 or 5 years ago, sadly, he lost his wife. His wife died. But soon after that, or some time after that, he applied for the seminary to study for the priesthood and has done very well. He is studying at Sacred Heart School of Theology in Wisconsin, and we look forward to welcoming him home. Deacon Jared Sweer, who is from Abbeville, and he has been studying at Catholic University in Washington as well.
Well, Bishop, on numerous occasions in the past, you've asked clergy and laity to pray for vocations to religious life and to do practical things to promote vocations. I read recently that the United States Bishops' Secretariat of Clergy, Consecrated Life and Vocations launched a new website. What's its purpose?
Its purpose is to be a resource for both clergy and laity, and it has 2 goals. The first is to help individuals to hear and respond to the call by God to the priesthood or consecrated life. And let me just say, for the purpose of definition, when we say consecrated life, we basically mean brothers and sisters, those who take vows of religious life. Now, consecrated life sometimes can be priests, for example, if they're Jesuits or if they are members of the Society of the Divine Word or the Josephite Fathers. They are in the consecrated life as well, even though they're priests. But so often in the consecrated life, we are referring to brothers and sisters who take religious vows. So the purpose of the website is to assist them, give them information. Now, young people might be interested. Well, what does a brother do? What do sisters do? What are my options? What should I think about if I'm interested in finding out what priesthood is about? So this website, which is where a lot of people go for information these days, can be very helpful. And its second goal is to educate all Catholics on the importance of encouraging others through prayer and activities to promote vocations. A kind of a general reminder that it's not just up to individuals, but all of us have a stake. I just mentioned that we lost the services this past year of 8 priests, and that is going to mean less services somewhere in the Diocese of Lafayette. It affects everybody.
Bishop, what is the website?
Website, www.foryourvocation.org. So I encourage people to access it.
Is there anything unique on the website that you yourself have noticed?
Well, yes. For example, it has witness videos where you can hear the testimonies of priests, brothers, sisters, and their families as well. And it's very interesting to notice what family members have said, because I always like to emphasize how important family support is. A number of priests and seminarians tell us that when they first brought up their idea with the families, that their parents discouraged them. And I find that puzzling, and I'm a little disappointed with it. But I think, of course, the picture is changing. But if parents could only come to this website and see what the families are saying, not initially when they hear the idea and all their plans for their son to be in the NFL and the grandchildren and so forth.
Yeah.
But later on, after the person is ordained or later in the seminary, how that all changes. I encourage parents to access this website and to just listen to other people.
Well, thank you very much, Bishop. Very informative. And thank you for joining us for our conversation with Bishop Jarrell.